point, privileged to be here to evaluate Deb's speech. It is the second time that I've seen it, and I did feel personally that your sequence was more compelling this time. I think when you told it last time, when you gave this talk last time, there were a couple of moments where you had to go back, and it wasn't terribly distracting, but this was so much better, I think. You began with, well, actually we'll come back to what you began with, but I like that you asked the question, and you set the stage for a time period we can all relate to. I think everybody in the room was at least alive in the late 70s, early 80s. I think that you painted a picture of yourself and your friends going down the street, and how it affected you from that point on in your life. So you did a great job with laying out the sequence and then ending with kind of it felt like a plea. I'm not sure if there's action that we should be taking in supporting certain studies, or, you were saying that you hope that law enforcement would find the resources in order to do this, and I hope that too. Definitely you made a case for that. I think if there was something that we could do, that might be like one last thing, that call to action might have really put it over the top. Now, I wanted to go back to how you began, because you made some preliminary comments that didn't exactly take away from your speech, but did take away from your time. And I think that ideally you'd have had maybe your Toastmaster who's introducing you say, this is a presentation, again, of a speech that was made previously by Deb, and I don't know, just maybe something like, as required by our new educational program, or something like that. And then you can go, how many of you grew up in this area? And you didn't have to dilute your impact at that point. There were a couple of moments where you're, for emphasis, hitting the podium, but I think some of it was maybe as well, I'd like to watch that video again and see, but I think maybe when the emotion was there for you, like how you felt, you were scared, you were, and I think it's not, it wasn't super distracting, but I think it was a little bit distracting. I think maybe if you were to stand back and maybe make your gestures, I was scared, like whatever you want to do instead of doing this, because I
didn't even know I did that. Okay, thank you.
And also your eye contact was really good at times, and also a little bit on your notes at other times. I think I would say this at any time. If you're telling a personal story, trust yourself. You had the sequence down, make some really simple bullets. The only thing that I think that you needed to read straight off a page might have been who the company is, or the owner of the company is, who's got the new technology. I think that might have been worth a look down, but the rest of it you could, I think, this story. It's your story. So just trust yourself and come across with it. But you did a great job. I think you took this speech up a notch, and I think if you could start with the punch, and let somebody else do all the preamble, start with a punch and then end with a call to action. I think it would be another talk to give again. I would actually like to hear. Madam General Evaluator.